following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. It is 2 minutes past 4 o'clock, time for the 4 p.m. 411. I am Loyd Kirby, Marketing Manager here at WLCN, and we welcome you to this week's edition of the 4 p.m. 411, where we talk with folks from around the Lincoln and Logan County and local area about goings-on and upcoming events and things like that. And we've got a repeat customer, I guess you could say, of sorts today with us, Jamie Jones with the LMH Market. Jamie, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Sure thing. So big day coming up for you on Saturday. It is opening day of the market.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking before going on the air. You've got... if it's not one of my favorite sayings, if it's not one thing, it's 20. You've probably felt a little bit like that here the most recently.
Yeah.
So how are things going in terms of the setup at the market?
It is going great. I would say we're about 80% ready to go. I'm so excited. The chalkboards are going up. All the decorations are going up. It's definitely looking like the market. So I'm excited to have everyone there at 8 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay. So I told you maybe we'd talk about this if we had time, but I'll throw it in now. Before we start talking about specifics of the market, can you tell us a little bit about why Lincoln Memorial Hospital is involved in a farmers market type of enterprise, I guess?
Yes, absolutely. The hospital got this idea to create a farmers market based on some of the results of our health survey in Logan County, and it's really made a big difference in the community. It's actually, as of this year, made a big difference in the health of the community by providing access to local, fresh, nutrient-dense products.
Okay. And I believe maybe last time you were here or shortly after a press release or something came out saying how Logan County had moved up in terms of the healthiest counties in the state.
Yes.
Healthy choices, healthy foods, nutrient-dense foods, as you mentioned, those are all parts of the equation of what determines how healthy a county is, I'm guessing.
Yes, absolutely, and the health of our community. So. Okay,
so we've been talking about, mentioned that you're the coordinator of the LMH Market, so let's get to it. What's happening at this opening market, May 20th?
All right, we're celebrating big this Saturday, so we've got lots of fun happening. We have inflatables coming. We have the Zoo Lady coming to do face painting. We have Aaron's Party Balloons coming to make all of your balloon dreams come true. And then we have just a ton of vendors coming, and we'll have Moving at the Market is back this year. That's our program where you walk a lap around the track to promote movement in your body, and the hospital will give you $5 in tokens to spend at the market.
Oh, okay.
You can only claim that once per month, but still, it's $5 in tokens to spend at the market.
Sure.
We've got Taste of the Market going on, where we provide samples to everybody of different products found at the market. We've just got lots of fun happening.
Okay, and if you have questions or comments about the LMH Market, 217-648-5510, the number to call, or you can send us an email, 4pm411 at WLCNonline.com, and you can submit your question by email that way. I was looking over this list of vendors for 2023. You said you had a couple additions here more recently than this list when it was compiled, but I notice, at least on this list, I just quickly counted, I see 17 or so vendors, and more than half, like quite a bit more than half, are from Lincoln or Logan County.
Yes.
So this LMH Market is a lot of the local neighbors and folks within the area that are producing things and coming to sell their goods at the market. So it's very much not only helping the local promote a local healthy lifestyle, but also the local economy.
Yes, absolutely. That is definitely what the market is. That's another piece of the market. While we want to promote health and well-being, we also want to help our community and be a stronger community.
Okay. Before we go too far, though, you mentioned the and of course I can't remember the name of it, the thing where you walk the lap and you...
Oh yes, Moving at the Market.
Moving at the market. So that's, when you walk that lap, that's actually outside of the racetrack, is that correct?
It's not, lots of people think it's in the dirt track. It is not in the dirt track. Okay. It is just, it's a gravel lap that goes around the outside of the track.
Okay. And any idea of what that distance
is?
It's
0.66.
Okay.
So it's not quite a mile.
2/3 of a mile.
Yeah.
So, okay. And once again, people who complete that once a month, they can get a $5 voucher, I'm guessing, or tokens?
It's actually tokens, yep.
For the
$5 in tokens.
Okay. And I don't know, do you want to run down? We're not quite to our break time yet. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the vendors that are coming? And
sure,
some of those now and some after the first break?
Yeah, we've got a few new faces. One of the new faces releases this year will be Aunt Bee's Sweet Treats. She's actually from Middletown, and she's going to have lots of baked goods, brownies, muffins, and dog treats. So we're looking forward to welcoming Aunt Bee's this year. A returning vendor that we all love so much is Brooks Country Honey. He's from New Berlin. He's going to be there about every other week with his honey products. I actually went out and visited his farm last season and got to hold some bees, and it was a really neat experience. Yeah.
You didn't get stung, I'm
I
assuming.
didn't. Nope. And I've never been stung by a bee, so I was very scared to hold the bees. But Dale took really good care of me and put me in the whole bee suit. It was quite comical. And then we have Dave the Baker. He won't be at opening day, unfortunately. I know he's a fan favorite, but he's going to come back this year with his breads and his cinnamon rolls, and they are delicious. And then we're very happy to welcome back Shannon McCrae with Elation Bath and Body from Middletown. She had to take a break. She wasn't there last season, but she will be back this season with all of her bath and body products and her sugar scrubs, and I'm very excited to try those. Then we have Sweet Grace. Grace is gnarly produce from Lincoln, Illinois. She is a local youth who grows her garden in her backyard and brings her products. It's part of her I don't want to say FFA, but her 4-H project. That's what it is. Yeah, part of her 4-H project. And she is just the cutest little thing and sits there with her little produce and sells it all. And she's just fun. And it's nice to see the youth getting involved in the market as well.
Absolutely. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and take our first break here? So that's, I don't know, maybe a fourth of the way down the list. And then we've got those additions you mentioned about. So once again, we're talking with Jamie Jones, who is the coordinator of the LMH market, which opens this Saturday, May 20th. And we're talking about all things to do with the market, vendors and activities and what kinds of things you'll find if you attend. We will be back with more with Jamie Jones. That's okay. Hopefully you've been called worse than that. So, okay. We'll be back with Jamie right after this. With Jamie Jones, not Jamie Johnson. She is the director of the LMH market, which has its opening event this weekend at 8 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes, 8 a.m.
Okay. And before the break, we were talking about different vendors and some of the folks you'll see there and what sorts of items they will be selling. let's go ahead and talk about this because I think it's kind of interesting. I asked you off the air if there was a certain type of a vendor or a certain activity or something you would like to have at the market that you don't currently have, and your response was?
Dairy. We need a dairy vendor. We've had dairy vendors in the past, and they have just done so well, and they've blown up so much that they just haven't been able to come back to the market. So we would definitely love a dairy vendor.
And I would think, being Logan County and all the farmland and all the the dairy producers that are in the area, someone might.
There has to be someone out there.
So if you are interested in that, if you're a dairy farmer and have products that you would sell at a farmer's market, how would folks make that known to you?
I would suggest stopping by the market, coming and seeing me, since it's so close to opening day. That's probably the quickest way to get a hold of me, but you can email, Facebook message. We have a Facebook page, the LMH Market.
Okay.
Any way is perfect.
Okay. And as you said, you did have a previous dairy vendor, but
yes. I think
at least in large part, I'm guessing, because of their success at the LMH market, now they have kind of grown and expanded.
Yes, and that sometimes happens at the market. If you remember Ethan from Guest House, he started at the market and blew up, and now he has his own business. So we're so happy for him, but sometimes that happens at the market.
Sure. So once again, any dairy farmers, dairy vendors out there that would be interested in participating at the LMH market, contact Jamie Jones with the LMH market. Send a message through the Facebook page, and you can take it from there. So once again, we were talking about vendors for the upcoming opening events of the LMH market that opens this Saturday. I think we left off with Grace's Gnarly Produce. So,
yes.
A few more on the list if you want to go through those.
Yeah. Of course, Jaegers is coming back. Jaegers is... they're a farmer. They have lettuce and peppers and asparagus, but they also have their hanging baskets. They're the most beautiful hanging baskets I've ever seen, and they fly out the door every Saturday. Like, if you want a hanging basket, I'm going to tell you to be there 8 a.m. because they are going to fly out the door. Last year at opening day, he couldn't keep them stocked. He was going back to the van and getting more, and as soon as he brought them in, they were selling again.
Wow.
It was amazing, and they're just absolutely beautiful, and they'll last all season long, and you can't buy them like that in the store. She makes her own creation in the hanging basket of different flowers, and there's just nowhere else that sells them like that. Yeah. Okay. It's incredible.
All right. And so those are based out of
Minonk. Okay. Yes.
All right. And then moving on, more fresh produce, it looks
yes.
like?
Yeah. We have Itty Bitty Micro Farm. They're from Springfield, Illinois, and they have microgreens, chives, salad greens, and even popcorn. They just started expanding into the popcorn realm. They have a vegan popcorn that is amazing. And the microgreens are just so versatile. Like, people sometimes don't understand how to use them, but you can put them in a salad, you can put them on toast, you can put them in a smoothie. You can even eat I'm trying to think. I think it's the sunflower microgreens. You can just eat just plain. It almost tastes like candy. It's really good. So they're another big one. Then Need Bread she used to be from Lincoln. Now she's from Chatham. It's Dr. Gillen's wife, Sue, who does Need Bread. And she's got bread, granola scones, granola bars. Those are always a big favorite at the market as well.
Okay.
And then we have Maddox Sweet Corn Farm. They're out of Warrensburg, Illinois, and they have plenty of fresh produce. Their sweet corn is amazing. I made some last year at the farmer's market in my Instapot, and it was a huge hit. Everybody loved it. They've got melons and green beans, garlic. It's just all good, fresh produce. And then we have MKS, who's right here out of Lincoln. They have meat products, egg products, brats, steaks, hamburgers, pork. I could go on and on. Okay. They've got it all, and their brats are my favorite. I love to get those Saturday at the market and then make those Saturday night for dinner. It's just something we do during the summer. It's fun. Yeah.
All right.
And then we have Mama Bear's Marshmallows from Atlanta, Illinois. She's a new vendor this year, and she makes candy, confections, chocolate, and then marshmallows. So she's pretty fun. Okay. And then, of course, Samantha Janoski from Lincoln is coming back. She's bringing all of her baked goodies. She decorates cookies like I've never seen before. They're always beautiful, so those are always good. Then we have Thompson Family Farms from Athens. She has annuals that she brings, a few plants, few peppers, but her jams and jellies are the best. And I love to eat them, like take the jam and you pour it over cream cheese and put it on Ritz crackers. It's very good. She has pepper jellies that are awesome. They don't have too much heat, but they have just enough heat, so those are fun.
All right.
And then War Food Farm, she's from Lincoln, and she's bringing fresh apples and balms, bath bombs, and her specialty goat milk soap. And it is amazing. It smells amazing, and it's good for you, and it doesn't have all the allergens in it, and it's a favorite of mine. And then Odler's is probably one of our farthest vendors. They come from Brussels, Illinois, which is Calhoun County, which means they bring the peaches. We love the peaches from Odler's, and they've got strawberries, green beans, and they also have jams, jellies, pies. They have it all.
Okay.
A new vendor that we are so excited about that just signed on today was Brew 66 out of Lincoln. He's got a portable coffee trailer that he brings around, so he'll be at the market keeping us all caffeinated this Saturday. And then Elemental Peony Farm, they're from Shirley, Illinois, and they have the most beautiful peonies you have ever seen, and they always sell out too. So they're supposed to be at opening day, so look for those beautiful peonies. And then we still have two other new vendors. We have Zinful Confections from Lincoln, and she's bringing macarons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's something new the market's not had before, so I'm excited to see those. And then finally, we have Elkhart Hill Vineyard. It's going to be visiting us with some wines made from grapes grown on Elkhart Hill in Elkhart, Illinois. And I believe they'll be having some samples, so that should be exciting. And I look for maybe one or two more vendors to roll in before the end.
All right. Yeah. Well, that sounds like a pretty full slate right there.
Yeah. We got a lot going on this Saturday.
And a lot of different types of vendors. Not just one or two or three categories.
I love the variety.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, we're talking with Jamie Jones, who is the coordinator of the LMH market. The opening day for the market is this Saturday. I'm trying to get the graphic to come up. This Saturday, May 20th from 8 a.m. to noon, and runs through September 30th.
Yes.
So several months worth.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know we'd have to do math here. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and take our last break now, because we're almost at 20 past, and then we'll come back and talk about a few other things happening at the market. Also sponsors. I know you've got some sponsors this year and opportunities for more sponsorships, so we will talk with Jamie Jones about more things with the LMH market right after this.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
And we are back on the 4 p.m. 411. Our guest is Jamie Jones with the LMH Market. We want to invite you to tune into next week's 4 p.m. 411. We will have representatives from the Capsule Small Business Coalition. Dia Welch and Heather Klopp-Cosby will be with us. And on tomorrow's morning's Viewpoint program with Bill Gossett, we will have representatives from the Oddfellows program and talking to us about the history of that and what is involved with that. But as I mentioned today, our guest is Jamie Jones with the LMH Market, and we went down the list of the list of vendors for the opening weekend. But there's one more I know that you've been kind of keeping under your hat here a little bit that you might want to tell folks about.
Yes, we are so excited that Amigos Tacos is coming back to join us at the market this season.
Okay.
You may remember them from last year. They came in and were a brand new business, had never done anything before as far as that big, and They came in and rocked it and provided some of the best breakfast tacos and quesadillas, and it was just amazing. And they have grown their business since hanging out with us last summer. They now have their own food truck, and they are coming back, and they are bringing brand new menu items, and I am so excited. And it's going to be, you can't get breakfast at their taco truck, but you can get their breakfast at the market, and I can promise you it is amazing.
So it's a market exclusive.
It is.
It is,
and I am so excited. They do such a great job, and they really just took an idea and ran with it, and I am so happy for them and so proud of what they've done. And their food truck is amazing, so if you've not been there, stop. It's behind the Rusty Rail at 405 Pulaski Street. You won't be sorry.
Right, yeah. My wife and I have had dinner from there several times.
Oh, good.
Always good food.
Yes.
So, you mentioned that it's going to be that it was a new offering or something different. The breakfast tacos and breakfast offering, something different for this year's market is you have sponsors, which you've not had in the past. So I know you've got some sponsors for this upcoming market that you want to give a shout out to. Yes.
I want to give a big shout out to Me Realty. They're sponsoring our Pop Club for the month of May. So when the kids come, everything that we do in Pop Club will be sponsored by Me Realty. So be sure, if you see them, to give them a big thank you. We appreciate that. And then we're doing a basket giveaway in June, and that'll be sponsored by the LMH Auxiliary.
Okay. And you talked about it, I think, last time you were here as far as the basket or the raffles that take place at the market. Can you, for those who may not be aware, can you kind of go over that process and how that works? Yeah.
So the basket giveaway is customers come in, and every half an hour we raffle off a basket full of products from the market. So we like to try to throw in fresh fruits and vegetables, some soaps, even a gift card to get coffee from the coffee vendor. And the baskets are anywhere between $75 to $80 a piece. We give away 8 of those, and you don't have to purchase anything to do it. And you can enter as many raffles as you want to until you win. Wow.
Very nice. And speaking of not purchasing anything, admission to the market is, of course, free of charge.
Yes.
I meant to ask you this off the air. Are you doing the same things in terms of transportation?
Yes, we still offer free rides to the market. So you just call for a taxi. It'll bring you to the market. Come to the market booth, let me know, and I will get that taken care of for you.
Okay. And SNAP benefits?
Yes. So this Saturday is the 3rd Saturday of the month. That means it's triple SNAP match. Okay. So you swipe your card for 10, we match it by 3, so you leave the market booth with $40 to spend at the market. It's a big day. We're very excited. I'm super excited that it falls on opening day this year. It's going to be a great day.
All right. So once again, 217-648-5510, the number to call. We've got about 4 minutes left here with Jamie Jones with the LMH Market. We mentioned there are sponsors for this upcoming market, but there are opportunities down the road for more sponsors if folks would like to get involved. Can you tell me a little bit about what the sponsorships, like what they can sponsor, how they would go about getting in contact with you for that?
Yeah, you can sponsor. We offer a sponsorship for our Pop Club, and that is our program for students between the ages of 5 and 12, I think. And it just I'd have to double check on the prices, but that is one sponsorship opportunity. We also have a sponsorship for our basket giveaway. Like I said, the auxiliary is sponsoring that just in the month of June. So we have other months available. And then the $1,000 token spin, which is held on the first of every month.
Oh, wow.
We're looking for sponsors for that as well.
Okay. And again, if folks are interested in donating or contributing or sponsoring, how do they get a hold of you?
They can reach me by email. It's jones.jamie@mhsil.com. Through Facebook, my phone number, I think my phone number's on the Facebook page. There's all kinds of things happening there, so there's plenty of ways to get a hold of me.
Okay. I was just looking at the very elaborate notes you provided me here. I see on the Pop Club, it's for students 5 to 12, participate for $2 in tokens to spend at the market. May Pop Club, as you mentioned, sponsored by Me Realty. And if you participate 10 times during the season, those participants get a free T-shirt.
And that's the first year we've ever done that.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited to give the kids a T-shirt. I know that a lot of kids have always wanted a shirt to match with their parents. So, yep, if you do 10 times, you get a T-shirt. So.
Okay. And let's see, I'm just kind of going down the list here. A couple things we haven't talked about that I see on the list here. Know Your Numbers and the Taste of the Market.
Yes.
So what are those programs about?
So Know Your Numbers is free health screenings provided by nurses from the hospital at the farmers market. Those will happen the 1st and the 3rd of every month, but we are doing it on opening day as well.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. They do cholesterol checks, blood pressure checks, BMI checks, a lot of different checks there. Yeah. And then actually they can even forward that information to your physician if you sign a waiver while you're there. So I know that some doctors actually use that information and look forward to getting that from their clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Taste of the Market?
Taste of the Market is where we provide samples of different products found throughout the market. And a lot of times I'll try to prepare something that you might not have thought of on your own as a different way to try, arugula or kale or something like that.
Okay. And Taste of the Market on the 2nd and 4th, and the Know Your Numbers on the 1st and the 3rd.
Yes, so those rotate with each other, but for opening day, we're going all out. We'll have Know Your Numbers and Taste of the Market.
Okay. So once again, we've been talking with Jamie Jones, the coordinator for the LMH market. Is there anything... what's the most rewarding part of this for you? Because we were talking again before the show about your job at the high school, and then this comes in, and you're kind of not sure which direction you're going for a while there. What's the most satisfying part of this for you?
Just being in the community. I love meeting everybody and talking with everyone. I have made friends at the market, and I just love seeing everyone happy and seeing my community thrive.
And you love coming on the radio.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So once again, Jamie Jones, the coordinator for the LMH market. The opening day for the market is this Saturday, May 20th from 8 a.m. to noon, and it runs through September 30th. All sorts of things going on, sponsorship opportunities, activities for the family, for the kids, health screenings, and yummy food. And
yeah, we got it all covered.
You got it all. So thanks for being with us. And
thanks for having me.
Maybe check in with you maybe midway through the market
that'd be
and
great.
See what's going on.
Yeah.
And once again, if you're a dairy producer, dairy farmer, and
absolutely,
be sure to get in touch with Jamie, because there is definitely an opening there and a past success story to talk about.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So thanks for being with us, Jamie. This has been the 4 p.m. 411. Once again, tune in tomorrow morning for Viewpoint with Bill Gossett from 8:15 to 9 a.m. And he will have guests from the Oddfellows Association on. But this has been the 4 p.m. 411. Next week, we'll talk with representatives from the Small Business Coalition, which is a branch of Capsule, and we will talk with them about activities of that group. But for this time, it's been Jamie Jones with the LMH Market. Be sure to get out there this Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and support the market. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.